live. And before we get into it, I want to give a thank you, but also an anti-shout out to John Walker. He's adjusting his Kickstarter pledge to increase it. He went from like $120 to like $131 and then took it back down to $130. But the whole meanwhile, Kickstarter's like, don't get upset, but someone decreased their pledge, and here's what happened. And I'm like, it's $1, Kickstarter. What? Calm down. But it's like, seriously, they give you this like almost condolence level email like, don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong as a content creator, but here's ways we can help. It's just like, okay, whatever. So my heart's been toyed with today. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's game number 3, as said before, and in the top left corner of the map, representing Imaginary Gaming, it's the blue Protoss Welmu.
In the bottom right, as the red Terran, it's Iaguz.
So I think there's two really big points about that game I enjoyed, right? The first one was obviously, everyone's like, oh, caster bias, whatever, but Welmu went for this really cheesy, like, proxy. I mean, like, it's almost in base, that's how close it is, right? It got scouted, it got shut down, and honestly, when that happens, sometimes that's when the game over just, whether it's right there or that's what leads into like 10 minutes from there, and you find yourself with no army value, like that's where the game starts falling apart. But Welmu actually never fell into that, right? Like, he had a good army, but he never expected that flank out of Iaguz. And that brings me to point number 2, where Iaguz setting up that back attack, I don't know if he was planning to just counterattack with another section of his units, or if he intentionally set that up expecting the attack out of Welmu, but that was fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, I think he expected it by the lack of the third base and just the way that Welmu was positioning himself every time he walked over that wood mine.
Yeah.
But to actually choose to backstab as opposed to counter, that was the like a split-second decision. That ended up working really well. I mean, I don't know if Welmu's attack would have worked if it was all on one area, but with a nice concave, probably not even then, because really, I guess had a really big army.
True enough, but I mean, again, it was like 5 or 6 real Colossus. So I mean, that is a lot of damage.
5.
5, yeah, with the fake ones.
It definitely was, and there's only like 4 Vikings in the air, so it would have had to been like a really great concave or that backstab that Iaguz did. But
I'm thinking back on it, it was more like an alligator mouth, like how. Like that. But I don't know, either way, we'll see what game number 3 here has in store for us. We are back on the European server now, so Welmu lost that game. It's his choice, and he obviously selected the European server. I mean, it's worth noting that not everybody bleeds badly when it comes to lag on other servers. Some can play on other servers no problem and actually don't even mind it. So I don't know what Iaguz or Welmu's situation looks like, but at the end of the day, if you can play on your home server, always pick your home server.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Welmu scouted really, really early, and I don't know if he was worried Iaguz was going to throw in like an odd 2-racks, which I suppose is possible, if not entirely likely in a PvT. But didn't really do anything off the back of it, so I guess that's simply what it was scouting for, any type of cheese. Unfortunately, that means he didn't really get to stay long enough to see that it was a factory being built, or that the gas was taken like over 100. Probe usually dies by then, but if you get in there early, maybe you can hide.
Just have to bring up here because I am still monitoring chat a little bit, guys. Virilos, he's a sub, and he's got a very valid point. Says you guys kind of encourage viewers to get ad block when you're playing ads 15 seconds after your intro video starts. So unfortunately, that actually is not something we do. That is just sometimes a couple of viewers will get like extended ads. So like, for example, we only ever play 2 minutes of ads, right? And the countdown timer is only ever when we do it, so we don't run it randomly during game or over when we talk. But sometimes Twitch will run that last bit of the ad 30 seconds long instead of 15 type thing. And it's really unfortunate when that happens, and we have absolutely no control over that sort of thing. But we try to be as responsible as humanly possible. So, I mean, we can't stop people from ad blocking, but I do try and rest assured and try and make sure everyone knows that we don't spam ads. We only play them when there's downtime, and we try to be responsible as possible with it. So if you are getting sections like that where you're getting too many ads and the video's cutting it off, honestly and truthfully, I would submit a report to Twitch, because that should not happen.
Yeah, blame Twitch.
Well, I'm not blaming Twitch. I'm just saying they're the only ones who could take care of it. So honestly, guys, again, we don't. It's not like we sneak in like, we tell them 2 minutes. We're gonna play 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, it just sometimes it's really unfortunate. So please, if you ever get caught in situations like that, before you reach for the ad block, please try reporting it, because the problem is if everybody just gets ad block, advertisers don't learn what's wrong and they'll never fix anything. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But just, again, if you are getting situations like that, please report it. I encourage you.
Well, we do have 4 gateways for Blink right now. He did get a Robo, but, I mean, he could really, if he saw an opportunity, he could really commit He placed down a proxy pylon. He is warping in stalkers right now just for this little tiny defense of a Widowmine drop, not such a big deal. But then he could really have a very powerful counter is a strong word because this is only like a single Widowmine, but basically, yeah, he's gonna clean this up and then go for it. Oh, maybe even find the medevac. Because, you know, Iaguz, he didn't have a bunker. He has one now, but it's only one bunker. You commit to an attack with all these stalkers and you're probably gonna bust it.
Yeah. Oh, it is a large amount of stalkers coming in the middle of the map. And Stim's not done, which makes it so hard to hold. I mean, even if you slap down like 4 or 5 extra bunkers, it's still not a guaranteed hold. I mean, Welmu's still making probes. He's not totally committed to this 100 million jillion %.
Yeah, no, he's not. It's only 4 gateways, but that can do a lot. Like, you either need like a full surround repair on the one bunker, or more than one bunker, basically. And even then you might survive, but you're gonna take a lot of SCV damage. Now, Welmu's giving up, you know, his tech swap, but, you know, his tech to Colossus to do this.
I think there's an issue.
Weird.
He didn't blink any of those stalkers during the fight, and I know he had blink for it.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate. I mean, it's favorable for Iaguz, but I'm sitting there just kind of with my mouth